Hi everyone, welcome. Come on in. I am jumping on my other device here as per usual every week, right? Making sure that I am where I'm supposed to be, when I'm supposed to be there, and we are. All right, welcome everybody. I'm glad you're here. My name is Kristen Kona, and I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. You are joining me live in the Create with Love Stampin' Studio. I am so glad that you are here. Welcome to those of you who have been here before. I'm glad to have you back. Also, welcome to my new viewers. If you would like to follow me, please do so. You can also find any of my past videos, since Facebook only keeps our videos for 30 days and then they're deleted. I have been doing this for quite some time, and so you can jump on over to my YouTube channel, Create with Love, over there and see some of my past videos. I'd like you to subscribe and follow me there as well. Okay, I forgot our sheets. I don't think there's too much going on right now. There's kind of a lull right now. There is a craft class coming up in July that you can sign up for, so you can go to the store and check that out. Last I had heard, the product of the month for June sold out. So if you did not get the product of the month for June, I think you might have missed it. Remember when product of the month first launched in December of last year, they told us that it's while supplies last. So I'm pointing that out to let you know you want to check the beginning of every month, because if you miss out on it, they're not going to get more in, okay? So be aware of that. Okay, going on in the Create with Love Studio, I hold classes just about every Monday. And I say just about every Monday because this Monday, the beginning of this week, was an extra Monday this month. So we had that Monday off. But the first and last Monday of every month, I do product-based classes. The products change. The projects that we do also changes. So the amount of the class changes according to the products that I have to order. These product-based classes, you do need to RSVP with a prepayment 3 weeks prior, so that I can order your products and get them here for you to use the night of class. But don't worry, the products that you order, I actually get them in ahead of time here, and I get things cut. So all you have to do is show up for class, have fun, and then all the extras of the items that you have ordered that are left over, you get to take those home. So I'd love to have you here at a class. So this next one that is coming up, it is too late to RSVP for it, but I just want to let you know what class you're missing out on. But Monday, July 6th, we are doing the Scenic Coast class, and that class, like I said, will be July 6th. Then my 10 card class is the second Monday of the month. The third Monday of the month, I do a 6 card class. Now, the 10 card class and the 6 card class, you do need to RSVP 2 weeks prior, but you do not need to prepay for those. The 10 card class, which is the second Monday, you just need to RSVP 2 weeks prior, and the price depends on how many cards you make. The 6 card class, that class, again, RSVP is 2 weeks prior. And that class, it is $30 for the class, or it can be free with the $35 order placed that night. Yep, a free class. You get to make 6 cards, 2 each of 3 different cards. If you would like to be part of that, I would love to have you here. The last Monday of July, we are doing the Velvet Meadow class. Deadline to RSVP for this class is July 6th. Okay, so we're coming up to that here quickly. But the Velvet Meadow class will be held Monday, July 27th. And in this class, they are receiving the Dreamy Flowers embellishments, the Velveteen Assortment specialty paper, and the Velvet Meadow DSP. Fee for this class is $56. And again, you must RSVP with prepayment by July 6th. It's a beautiful suite of products. Now, what's coming up in August in Create with Love Studio? Again, first and last Monday, our product-based class. Second Monday, 10-card class. Third Monday, 6-card class. Okay, so here we go. First Monday in August is the Moonlit Flora class. This class will be held Monday, August 3rd. Fee for this class is $43. It is due to me by July 13th. So we're coming up on some deadlines here. 10-card class is Monday, August 11th at 10 a.m. 6-card class is Monday, August 17th at 7 p.m. And then initially I had announced that the catalog launch party was going to be August 28th, but I have since heard from several people that they cannot make it that day, so we are pushing it out to Friday, September 4th, okay? So Friday, September 4th, we are going to be doing a catalog launch party. So then the last Monday in August, we are doing Stitched Christmas class. This class will be held Monday, August 31st. RSVP is due to me August 10th with a prepayment of $46. Now, the Stitched Christmas class, we are focusing on a Stitched Season Suite, which are some brand new online exclusive products that will be launching to you starting July 1st. So just a couple more days, about 4, I believe, more days, 5-ish days, somewhere in there. You will get to see the new July online exclusives. Stampin' Up! Has released ahead of time because we have been bugging them, we being us demonstrators, have been bugging them for quite some time that these seasons are getting too short and we don't have enough time to play with our fall and winter products. So they have listened to us and they are releasing a little bit earlier some Halloween projects, some fall things, and some Christmas things. So stay tuned for July 1st so you can see some of those new online exclusives. You won't be sorry. I'm excited. I've had them for a little bit and have played with a few of them, and you guys are going to like them. All right, so I am going to turn the camera around and we are going to get started on today's projects. So if you get seasick at all, now is when you want to look away so I don't make you sick. I will let you know when it is safe to look and we will get started on today's project. So grab something to drink, grab a paper and a pencil so you can take notes. Okay, see you in just a second. Hold on. Okay, it should be safe to look. Hey, Dawn. Hello, hello. All righty. So today, we are going to do something a little different. If you have never stamped or made cards before, or if you need some quick cards, I'm hoping today fits your need for quick cards. Okay, so let me show you what we are going to be doing today. In our catalog, on page 68, we have some mix and match items. And on these mix and match items, they show pictures here They have done images and things for you so that you can just pick things and put your cards together. Here's another little snippet on page 69. And then when you flip the page over to page 70, you can see the mix and match. The Here and Now Mix and Match Ephemera Pack I do not have. I just realized I do not own that one. And then the Greetings for All Mix and Match Ephemera. I can't remember if this is out of stock right now or on low inventory. It's one of those. Great greetings in there. So I did not grab that one. But I do have the Sincerely Noted Mix and Match, which is this pack here. And so in these, you get 2 sheets of each. So you can see, so these are the images from this one, which are our greetings. Then we have this one, again, 2 sheets of each. And then we have this one, again, 2 sheets of each. Now the ephemera packs, if you notice on the back, they do have adhesive already on them. So you don't even need adhesive for these. So this is the Sincerely Noted Mix and Match. Now we're going to go to the Meant for You. Make sure I grab the right one. And I believe I did. And here we go. We have, again, 2 sheets of each of these. So there's 6 sheets in here. So some cute ideas, some balloons, a cake, some banners, some frames. This one has graduation, arrows, banners, present, another bird, banners here. And then this one has flowers, again, more banners, cake, plants, so lots of different things to layer. So that's in the Meant for You. Then the next one, Under the Sun, Mix and Match. We have a little beach lounge chair, an umbrella, some watermelon, seashell watering can, a jar of lemonade, this pretty piece here. And then this sheet, we have a VW bus, again, a banner, watermelon, flip-flops, a shell, camera, sun, arrow. And then this one, we have a hat, shell, some arrows, boots, sunglasses, bicycle, a boat or hat, however you want to look at, and a banner. So some cool images in there. And then lastly, we have classic labels. So on these ones, you can use these as another accent piece on your card and layer things around it, next to it, all the things. As you can see, I've cut one out. We had a class with Stampin' Up! And we used some of those, and you can see that some of these are gone as well. Again, they have the adhesive on the backs of these, but you could stamp a greeting or an image in these if you want to. These have a little bit different texture to them than our normal cardstock. Let me see, we have this one and we have this one. Did I mix them up, or are these all different here? Oh, yep, here it is. So these right here do not have adhesive on the back of them because they're tags, so you may not want them sticking on your item. Right, here we go. So yeah, so these are the 3 sheets of these. All right, so I have an idea that we are going to do with these today, but we're actually going to be doing some creating on the fly together today. Yep, I told you, just something a little bit different. So let me see. I am going to pull some of these out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Is that all 6? I think those are the 6. So I want to show you the DSP, which again can be found at the bottom of the page here. On page 70, it's at the bottom here. This is DSP. They've not done DSP design specifically for the Mix and Match ephemera before, so I thought this was really cool. And don't overlook this DSP, because this DSP is amazing for all kinds of your cards. So this is side A, this is side B, side A, side B, side A, side B. So that's 2, 3, this is 4, this is 5. I know which one I'm missing, I think. Then we have this side, and then this side. Then we have the pink, which had a border all the way around. This was connected, and so there was a border all the way around. And then I believe it's this one. Oh, I forgot to show you the side B on this one. Sorry. This is the back side to the pink. And then this one. I love all things that look like paper, you know, like the paper that you can buy in the office aisle. Don't ask me why. I've been out of school for way too long, many years, but I still love to go down the office supply aisle. I don't know, I don't know what it is about it. I just love it. And this one kind of feeds that passion, that fixation, I guess you'd say, which is kind of cool. It's ledger looking. So yeah, and look at the back side of this. Isn't this a beautiful paper? Love this paper. Okay, so I just wanted to give you a up close look at this. So now we are going to get started. I am going to do what we call a stack, cut, and shuffle cards, where you can make 4 cards out of this stack very quickly, outside of not designing it. So that's why I didn't do everything ahead of time, so we can kind of play, so you can kind of see the process here, especially for those of you who may have never stamped before. So I have grabbed, because on the back of the DSP and at the bottom of the description here, it says the colors that Stampin' Up! Used in the paper on what coordinates with it. So I grabbed one of the colors, and one of the colors is Misty Moonlight. So I grabbed 4 card bases. Each of these card bases is 8.5 by 5.5 scored at 4 1/4 for our 4 cards. Then I went ahead and cut 8 pieces of our basic white cardstock. That is 4 by 5 1/4. 1 for the outside of each of the cards, and 1 for inside of each of the cards. Again, we're going to do 4 cards, so we need 8 pieces, 2 per card. Then the last thing I did, I went ahead and cut a piece of basic white, again, just so those who may have never done any card making before, this might help you to learn for the first time. And it also makes it kind of quicker for those of us who have, because we don't have to think so much. And you'll see what I mean here in a minute. But I cut 4 pieces that are 5 inches by 3 3/4 inches wide. Okay? So then the next thing I needed to do, which I did ahead of time, I did step number 1 ahead of time, and that is to cut 4 different designer series paper to 3 3/4 by 5. So I chose this one as one of my patterns, this one as my second pattern, this one as my third pattern, and this one as my 4th pattern. Okay, so they're all the same size. again, 3 3/4 by 5 inches. All right. So as per the directions, it is a stack and cut. And so, I don't know if it's too thick to cut through 4 pieces, so I'm kind of nervous about that. So I'm going to back mine off to just 2 pieces at a time. It'll still work out because you're going to use your ruler, okay? So this first cut that I need to do is at 2 1/2. So holding 2 of the pieces together, I am going to cut at 2 1/2. Okay, so there's cut number 1. And I'm going to do the next 2 pieces at the same time, just so that you can follow along. Okay, so again, 2 1/2 is our first cut. Okay, so there we go. Okay, so now I am going to take this 2 1/2 by 5 inch piece and I am going to turn it, and I need to cut at 2 3/4 inch. Okay, so 2 3/4, there's my first one. Bring back my first 2 that I had cut. 2 3/4 and make a cut. So now that one is all cut, and I'm going to keep those in order here, and I'll move them back in here in just a minute. So now we're going to go to this, the smaller strips, and this time we need to cut, what are these? These are at 1 1/4 inch by 5 inch strips, and these are going to be held together, and now I am going to put these in at 1 3/4 inch and cut. And so this is the top piece, this is the bottom piece. Okay, bring in these other 2. You can try to do all 4 pieces of paper at one time if you wish. I chose to do the 2, and again, 1 3/4. Close it down and cut. So again, the smaller pieces are going to be at the top and the longer pieces at the bottom. So our cutting is now completely done. Okay, so let's move these back in. Okay, so this was our full sheet. Okay, right? These were our full sheets. So our first cut was at 2 1/2. Then our second cut was 2 3/4. So that gave us those. Then our 1 1/4 inch piece by 5 inch, we cut those at 1 3/4, and that gave us our 4. Okay. So this first stack, I am going to leave this one the way it is. Then I'm going to go to this lower stack and I'm going to put 1 to the bottom. Okay. Then I'm going to go to this lower corner here and I'm going to go 1 and 2. Okay. And then I'm going to go to this last stack and go 1, 2, and 3. So now you should have a stack with all 4 of the patterns. Okay? Are you following along so far? All right, so now I'm going to grab these white pieces that were cut to 3 3/4 by 5 inches. And again, this is why I did this. You'll see right now why I did. I'm going to bring in my silicone craft sheet just so I can try, and I say try, to keep my place cleaner. So I'm going to put adhesive on here, and this one then is going to get lined up here. Okay, so gonna go across. Remember where you started. So now this one, we're gonna put adhesive on this one, and this one is going to go over here. So now, okay, are you seeing how this is coming together? So I like my adhesive, my liquid adhesive, because I got a little wiggle room. And so now I'm going to go down to the bottom, put adhesive on here, and this one is going to go down here. Okay, like so. And now we need this one. And so we are going to put adhesive on this piece. And then this one is going to go in here like so. Okay, and if you overhang a little bit, don't panic. Just grab your paper trimmer and you can trim it up if that bothers you. Okay, so there's number one. So now we're going to go to our second piece and we're going to repeat the process. So again, grab my bigger one. That is going to go in the upper left-hand corner, like so. Okay, then we're going to go to our little one. Okay, this one is going to go here. Then I'm going to take this pink piece, put adhesive on the back of here. Now, something else you can think about, there's two sides to the piece of paper, right? There's different patterns on the back. You could absolutely flip these over as well if you wanted to and have another choice yet again, right? But I didn't want to get too confusing, so I am choosing to stay on the same pattern. Okay, so there is the second one. Okay, we are on to our third one. Again, starting with our larger upper left. Sorry, I get to concentrating and then I forget I'm supposed to talk. It's kind of like when you're a little kid. I don't know if you remember, but I remember coloring with my cousins, and every time they went to color, my one cousin, I don't know why, she thought she could color better, I guess, by sticking her tongue out while she colored. I'm not sticking my tongue out, but I do get quiet when I'm concentrating. I think it's a concentrating thing. Concentration. Oh boy. You know what I'm saying. Okay. So then we're going to put adhesive on here. And then this is going to go on here. Okay. So our third one's done, and now we have our last one. So we have 4 pieces left to put on here. So there is our first piece, our second piece, this one's a little bit big. I'm going to see if I'll be able to trim it with the trimmer that I brought. I am more of a guillotine paper cutter girl than the sliding one that I used to cut our designer paper to get ready for this part. But you can see that my piece was just slightly bigger. So there's those all glued down. I am going to bring this back in and see if I can give this one a haircut. And for the most part it did. All right. That's why I like the guillotine one, because it'll chop it right off. But good enough. Okay, so let's show you again. This was 4, this was 3, this is 2, and this was our first one. So can you see how they are all different? They're similar, but they're different, right? Okay, so now I'm going to 1, 2, 3, and 4. I am going to come in now with each one of my card bases and line up my corners, and then I'm going to take a bone folder and burnish the edge so they stay nice and flat. Okay, do my third card. Now you have options. More options. Yes, yes, we do. I'll show you what I am referring to here in just a second. Okay, so there we go. So now the next thing I have, we need 4 of these for the inside and 4 of these for the outside. So I am just going to quickly put adhesive on all 4 of these, and you've got some wiggle room time. You don't have to rush with the liquid glue. You've got some time. So I'm just putting adhesive on these to put these liners inside. Now, you know, if you followed me for a little while, you know that I like to bring a little bit of the outside to the inside. And I did not do that ahead of time, but I can go back and do it. And that is where you cut a 1/2 inch piece by a 4-inch strip of one of these 4 patterns, and then you can put that on the inside, and then the inside of your card matches the outside. So I'm just going to quickly put these liners in, just to try to get rid of some of the paper so they're not all laying here. Okay, and our last liner. Oh, drop. Yep, that's why you work on a mat. I tell you, it's one of those days. I don't know about you guys, but summer here in Michigan is very, very short. And so when we finally get summer, it feels like you have a gazillion and one things to do. And I have been working my ever-loving mind off outside, trying to get my yard taken care of, garden planted, all the things. So I am extremely tired today. So I apologize for all of my fumbles. So I am now taking those pieces that we had layered, and each one is going to get layered onto a white piece. Now, you can do a couple of different things here. You can put your white piece on here flat, and then you could put dimensionals on the back of this and raise that up if you wish to. You can keep them all flat, or you can put dimensionals behind this one, and then this one gets raised up. So you've got lots of options. You could also turn your card in this orientation versus this orientation. So, you see, you've got lots and lots of things that you can choose from to do. So again, I'm just going to continue putting the white the patterns rather onto the white piece flat. Okay, again, I am trying to keep my beginners in mind with this one, okay? But you know, you can zhuzh things up as much as you want to. So now I'm going to put adhesive on the back of this. And again, this is going to go on here like so. And again, adhesive on here. So these would make quick gift sets where you could do several cards at one time and gift them to somebody, and they will be similar, but they will be different, right? So let's put this on here, and let me see. Okay, checking to see if Facebook is letting me know who's here, who's chatting to me. Hello, hello. And then this is going to go here like so. Okay, so there are the 4 cards that we have to this point. Okay, this is where I said we will have time to be creative. And so now let's bring these items all back in. And now we get to decide what we want to use for images on our cards. And so let me see, for this one, I'm thinking I want to do maybe a cake. Do we want to do balloons? Do we want to do a banner? Nope, the banner is larger. We could do the banner and go this way with it and put it up there. We could do a cake down there. Oh my gosh, so many ideas, right? Things that make you go, I feel like I am missing something. I am. See, there we go. We had the bicycle. We've got the van. Yeah. My gosh. Okay. Let's do, I think I'm going to do the boots and the watering can. And then let's see what we have for greeting. Yeah, wishing you were here, miss you already. Just a note would be cute. I think we're gonna do just a note. Will be one of them. But I'm not sure which base I want to put it on. See, this is the $1 million question right here, right? We can do the watering can. I'm actually gonna punch it out. Putting the backing back on my sticker just so I can punch it out and lay it on, see? So I don't have to worry about it sticking yet. and see. Those are cute, but I don't want it to be too clashy. There we go. If we do just a note, that could go like that. Go up, go over. What you think? Isn't that cute? The floral thing. Do we like it on here? Let me see. I was also thinking maybe, no, see, that clashes with the yellow over here, I think. So let's try this one, right there. That's cute. Now don't forget we have these that we can use as well. So if we need a bigger backdrop, you can slide this in. This, yeah, I like that. Yes. Okay, so now let's take this one. I'm gonna peel off the backing to this one. And this is going to go on here. Whoop, did I get it? I think it's a little cattywampus here. It's all right. Take your time. Okay. Oh my gosh. They're strong. They are strong. Well, there we go. Oh my goodness. Okay. There we go. We're going to put that down. I'm going to put my watering can on. It is going to go on here, like so. And then this one is going to go across here. Like, it's going to go over this way just a little bit, because then this is going to come over here, like so. There we go. There is card number 1. Isn't it cute? Can you see how you can mix and match things? All right. Love it, love it. Okay, now let's do, I think I'm going to turn this one, and I want the bike on here, I believe. And let's see. I want to try this for a second. Yeah, see, you can put that on and cover up the whole of that. It covers up a big spot. Let me see. What else do we have? A bike. Oh, and then we've got some clouds. So do I want something behind it, or do I just want to put that on there? I think I am going to put this. Do you want it on here? On here? No. On here? Or do we want it on here? I think it pops off from this one more. So I'm going to take this one, whoop, peel off the backing. Not going to put a, oops, a thing behind it. This one is going to go on here like so. And then, what do we have? What do we have? What do we have? or greetings, that is. I'm looking at my greetings. Dee, 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 dee. And I am going to take this one that says thinking of you. And I am going to peel off, whoops, the backing to this one. And this is going to go on here like so. And then we have a couple of clouds. So I think I'm going to put one here. And one here like so. Okay. So there's cloud number 1 and cloud number 2. Okay. There we go. Isn't that cute? Okay. So there's, whoops. I lost my card. There it is. Okay, there's the 2 cards. We got 2 more to do. And so, let me see. We've got 1 in each direction. Let me see. Do we want... Let's do... I am going to just pop these out and, oh, let me see. This one can go up here. And then I was thinking, let me see. Do I want this one? Whoop. Nope, that one to me gets lost. See, it just depends on what's behind it. See, now the yellow cake is going to get lost on there as well. So, regroup. Again, we could put this on here, put that on there like so. Hey, look at that. That's pretty. And then what should we do for a greeting on this one? Hey there, friend. Thanks. Let's do a thanks. Just like so. There we go. See, quick. Oh, this one doesn't have the glue. That's okay. I'm just going to take my adhesive. Instead of using it as a tag, I'm keeping that little piece in there. And this is going to get centered-ish on there. I am going to peel off the backing on this one. And then this is going to go on here like so. And then you could leave the paper on the back of this, or you could peel it off and use your embossing buddy and take the stickiness off from that. I'm just going to leave this on and put dimensionals on the back of here. Peel off the backing to the dimensionals. And thanks is going to go right down here like so. There we go. Isn't that cute? And of course you can add things on to fancy them up, right? Okay, let's see. What else do we want? What else can we do? Oh, see, that clashes to me. So, let's do we want, this one is more garden themed, so that's why I keep leaning more towards, hey, what if we did, oops, what if we did this and this? Yeah, there we go. I like that. And then we could do hello there. We could do sympathy. We can do I miss you already. Congratulations. What I do? Thanks. Thinking of you. Just a note. Let's do for an amazing friend. Yeah. Okay, so see how much fun you can have with these. By mixing and matching as the name implies, right? See, to me, that one should go up on dimensional. So I am, if I can find them. So I'm just going to add dimensionals right around the circle. Okay. Like that. There we go. And then let's do an amazing friend can go flat, and let's put that right there like so. There we go. Can you see how much fun you can have with these? I mean, there are so many options, right? So, card number 1. And there we go. What do you guys think of these cards? They should actually go, let me see, 1, 2, yep, that's right. So I'm going by the flowers on how the pattern was cut is how I did. There we go. There are your 4 cards from a cut, stack, and swap pieces and the ephemera pack. Thank you so much for joining me. Thanks, Don, for joining me today. I'm glad you were here. I will see you next Friday at 2 o'clock for Live on Friday. I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend, and I will talk to you next Friday. Have a great week, everybody. Bye-bye.